Do you think a career ends when the NFL lights go out? Then get ready to change your mind. A former cornerback from the league with a resume across 4 different franchises has decided that his legacy will not end there. He went back to the school where it all began, but he came back big. He returned to transform, not to talk about the past, but to build the future. And anyone who doubts that will pay to see. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Does this guy deserve our respect or not? Troy Hill. Yes, you heard it right. That same cornerback who played for the Rams, Bengals, Patriots, and even the Buccaneers. That guy who, going undrafted, built a respected career in the NFL with sweat, grit, and game reading. Now he's the one taking the clipboard. And I ask, why not talk about this with the same enthusiasm they talk about former quarterbacks becoming commentators? Because what Troy Hill is doing is bigger. It's nobler. It's a comeback. It's roots. The news is clear. Troy Hill has been hired as the new football coach at St. Bonaventure, the school where it all started for him. And that, my friend, is more than just a beautiful story. It's a slap in the face to those who think an athlete's career ending means they disappear. No, sir. The end of the NFL is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a new kind of legacy. Let's remember who Troy Hill is. A guy who entered the league without the spotlight, without a red carpet, and UDFA. But he made noise. He played with intelligence, with technique, with soul. He had 2 significant stints with the Rams, being a key player on a defense that caused trouble. In 2022, he was still a starter, intercepting passes, reading routes like few others. And in 2024, already with the Bucs, he still made it clear that he was no ordinary player. Now he's trading his helmet for a whistle, and it's not just any school, it's St. Bonaventure, the home, the beginning, the place where Troy won the state championship in 2008, the same place where he learned discipline, faith, and character. And now he's coming back as an example, coming back as a leader, coming back as the guy who will shape men, not just athletes. This is where it all started for me, Hill said. And look, that phrase carries a huge weight because it's not just a coach returning to train. It's a former NFL player saying, I care about these boys, about this community, about this school. In times when so many idols disappear from the map, once the lights go out, Troy Hill shows up. He shows up big. He shows up committed. But of course, there are already some who question, is he really retired? Is he going to pull a Bridgewater and return to the NFL mid-season? Well, that could be possible. Teddy Bridgewater became a coach at Miami Northwestern, won a state championship, and then returned as a backup for the Lions. Did he play? He played 1 snap, but the point is different. Who said a former player has to choose between playing and teaching? Who said you can't do both with purpose? What Troy Hill is doing is paving a new path. He shows that there is life after the locker rooms, that you can be an example in another way, that you can change lives without holding an oval ball in your hand, but with a clipboard and a firm speech. He's not going to St. Bonaventure out of lack of options. He's going because he knows the impact he can make. He's going because he remembers every practice on that field, every coach's shout, every teammate who fell by the wayside. The school's administration already understands. We are excited to welcome him back and confident in the inspiration he will bring to our athletes, said Principal Christina Castro. And do you know why? Because Troy isn't coming back as a celebrity. He's coming back as a mentor, as a mirror, as a mission. This story, my friend, is much more than football. It's about giving back. It's about taking responsibility. It's about leading young people who need direction, discipline, someone to say, I've been where you are now and I succeeded. And if you don't see that, maybe you've never understood what it means to be a true athlete. Troy Hill is starting a new era, and I'll be keeping an eye on it. And if you also believe we need to value these stories, go ahead and hit the like button, comment on what you think, and subscribe to the channel, because heroes like Troy Hill don't show up every day. And when they do, we have to stand up and applaud.